If you want to start a successful business in 2025, then you're going to need a good accounting solution. So that's why I'm creating this tutorial today to show you how you can set up your business in QuickBooks Online. First of all, the first thing we're going to want to do is go to the QuickBooks website, which is just easily accessible from typing in QuickBooks. If you can type better than me, then that's a plus because I misspelled it there. Thankfully, Google's recommendations got me. And the first thing you're going to want to do is sign in. So you're given a few options here. If your site looks a little different, it might be just because you're not from Canada like myself, but generally speaking, this should be the same way to get in. So for now, just click on QuickBooks Online. That's the version of QuickBooks that you're going to want to get. And you'll want to sign into your Intuit account. Now, if you've used something like TurboTax before, then you may already have an Intuit account. I would recommend creating a new account under a business email address just so that you can keep those two things separate. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and create a new account by clicking on the Create Account button. The first thing you're going to want to do is select a plan that is right for you, as it says. There's usually some kind of promotion, whether it's a few months for a certain amount of percentage off, or you can choose a free trial. It's up to you what you want to try. If you do know that you're going to be using this for the long run, it is a better deal to go for the half off for 6 months rather than having only 1 month of free trial. This is actually pretty good. Usually I see it at 3, so that's not too bad. But you're going to want to choose one of these 4 plan options. Now, depending on your business, you might want to choose either the advanced or anywhere down to easy start. And you can see that there are obviously a lot more features in the more expensive plans. However, the way that you choose each one, I'll have to go into a different video. There are a lot of different things here, but generally speaking, if you know that you need to track inventory in your business and you want to do so in QuickBooks Online, aka you don't have any other better solutions right now, you're going to want to go with either Plus or Higher because that is the one that actually has inventory, as you see here. And then an advantage of doing the advanced plan, wow, it's a bit of a tongue twister, is that you have a few more options on top of inventory. Now, there are obviously other features here. It's just that's kind of the main differentiating one. If your business is inventory based versus service based, it's easier to go with Essentials or Easy Start. Remember, you can always upgrade or downgrade in the future. So if you choose Essentials, for example, and you realize that you wanted more users or you wanted to manage different locations, then you can upgrade to Plus once you're in QuickBooks. So we'll choose Essentials. It's going to ask if you want payroll as well. If you're just starting your business, it's probably just you, so you might not need payroll. However, if you want, you can add payroll. It's an extra cost per month plus a certain number of dollars, depending on the plan, per employee per month. So it can add up quickly, but QuickBooks Payroll is a pretty solid payroll system. For now, though, we're going to go without it just for the sake of this tutorial here. And you're going to want to go ahead and finish creating your QuickBooks Intuit account right now. So I'll enter my email address, enter a password, and we will continue ahead. Okay, I have entered my email address, password, and the password is just created, by the way. This is a new account. And I have also entered a phone number, but it's underneath that black box, so you cannot see it. The next thing we're going to need to do is verify our phone number, I'm sure. So, yep, we got the verification message here. So let's go ahead and enter that and hit continue. Okay, the next thing to do is enter your payment information. If you are selecting the free trial, you won't have to pay right away, or if you're choosing whatever the other promotion is, then you will have to make a payment today. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my payment information here, and we will be in. Okay, just like that, the payment information has been entered. Again, if you chose free trial, you won't be billed immediately. You'll just be billed in 30 days at the end of your trial. However, if you chose the other promotion, then you will be charged today. So, as it says on screen, let's get QuickBooks working for us. Go ahead and click Get Started, and you want to enter a business name. So I'll just call this ACDBS Test Co. Man, somebody's got to teach me how to type properly. What were you doing before QuickBooks? Now, this is obviously you're going to enter whatever applies to you. If you're brand new and this is a new business, you can just hit nothing, or you can enter in any of these other options. It'll prompt you to input data from that software. So if you were using Sage 50 for accounting before, for example, it'll prompt you to input your Sage login and upload your information, and then you can just carry on where you were in QuickBooks. However, for the sake of this tutorial, we're just going to start brand new. And it's going to want to know a little bit more information about you. So your industry, I'm going to put services and payroll services. That's close enough. That's one of the services that I offer. The business structure, select the most relevant. So if you're a sole proprietor, then Obviously hit sole proprietor. I'll do corporation. And is this business your main source of income? That's up to you to enter, yes or no. I'm just going to hit no, and we'll continue. All right, now it's going to look for a little bit of information about yourself. What is your role? I am the owner. And do you have a bookkeeper or an accountant? And you can either say you do or you don't. If you're looking for one, then you can go ahead and head over to the link on my channel. I am a bookkeeper and an accountant. So if you're interested in one, you can select that you have one after you reach out to me. And how many employees you have is up to you. I'm just going to put just the owner. All right. You can link a bank or credit card to get started, or you can personalize invoices. So if you already have a business bank account and credit card open, then you might as well just go ahead and link those because you will want to do that at some point. However, in my case, I'm just going to go and click the personalize invoices and we'll set that up. Okay, I've just changed the color of my invoice, personalize as much as I wanted to do. And if you wanted to as well, you can skip for now, but I'm just going to hit next. And we've got the email there and next as well. You can add payment options, or if you wanted to just get straight into QuickBooks, you can hit skip for now, which we will do in this case. And there's also a QuickBooks app that I want you to get, but you can skip that too. Here, like I said, if you had a business bank account or credit card, you can link that right now. But again, I will skip that because I don't have that right now. And you can skip this too. Generally speaking, all the stuff that you can set up, you can just set up again in QuickBooks. So there's really no need for you to necessarily go through it right now if you don't have that information. So don't worry about entering things, exploring, skipping. You can change it all after the fact as well. Okay, after hitting let's go, we are now actually into QuickBooks. And as you can see, this is your main account dashboard. There are lots of other tabs in QuickBooks. That's not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video was to get you to this place. Now, just a couple more things that we want to do. First of all, if you click on your account name, it brings you to the account settings. You can add your company logo and then verify your company name and your legal name. Chances are your legal name will be the same as your company name. If not, enter your legal name. Same thing, you want to enter your business number. Double checking your company type. This should be just what we entered before. Same thing with the contact info and addresses and things like that. Payments, you can set up payments in QuickBooks so that QuickBooks accepts money from your customers and then pays it out to you. It's pretty similar to most other payment processors out there in terms of fees. So if you wanted to use that, you certainly can. And sales, this just shows you some defaults for creating sales things, such as what invoice terms you have. So if your clients want to pay you in 30 days, you can have that as net 30. Or if you want your payments immediately, you can set that to be due on receipt. Time, this is pretty basic. Whether you want your first day of the work week to be Sunday or Monday, it's up to you. Things like that. Now, advanced, this is also a fairly important tab, much like the company tab, where you set your fiscal year. So for most companies, it's probably going to be the same as the calendar year. So first month would be January. If not, you want to change that here and change that now. Same with your accounting method. Again, most likely you're going to use accrual, but there's also a cash basis of accounting. And whether you wanted to close the books or not, you can do that too. You can do account numbers. That's pretty much up to you and your accountant how you want to do that. And then some simple things like what currency to use, what language, and formats for things. Day, month, year, currency formats, things like that. Just little quality of life things that you can adjust to make it match with your preferences. And so now that that is complete, we are pretty well ready to go. Now, the rest of the things that you need to do are things like adding bank accounts, finishing up with any other business info that QuickBooks might have missed, and entering your first few transactions, which honestly, the first transaction will probably be purchasing QuickBooks. That's usually how it goes. All right, well, if you like this tutorial and you found it helpful, please go ahead and give me a like and subscribe for some more. I'll be sending out more videos in the near future, so you want to stay tuned for that. Alrighty, have a good one. Peace.